He's made headlines by swearing at the US president and even admitting to killing people. Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte has taken a tough line on drugs and corruption in the 8 months he's been in office. His policies, though, have left an estimated 7,500 people dead, but less attention has been paid to the Philippines as one of Asia's economic success stories. After years of falling behind its neighbours, the Philippines is finally catching up. It's now one of the world's fastest growing economies. The World Bank says GDP grew by 6.8% in 2016, outperforming popular investment destinations such as China and Vietnam. And experts say there's little prospect of that changing this year. Unlike many emerging Asian economies, the Philippines does not rely on exports. Its economy is supported by domestic consumer spending, which accounts for about 70% of GDP. But more than a decade of economic growth has been built on the backs of the working class and the poor. More than 10 million Filipinos work overseas, many of them in low-paying jobs. Together, they sent back more than $29 billion last year. In Manila, the minimum daily wage is barely $10 and in the provinces, it's as low as $5. Many of the poor work in mining, and in the northern Philippines, people living in one mining town say they fear they'll lose their livelihoods. That's because Duterte has announced a crackdown against mining firms that don't comply with environmental standards. Christine Piravalakis has this report.
Peering into the unknown after the Philippines government ordered the end of nickel mining in the province of Zambales.
As of this moment, we don't have any operations, and with the announcement, everyone is sad and they are looking for jobs elsewhere.
The Philippines is the largest nickel producer in the world, and its 4 nickel mines in Zambales has helped support more than 3,000 workers and their families, offering health care for the elderly and schooling for the young. Many now wonder what will become of their town now that mining is gone.
It will be a big loss if this campaign is stopped, because this is the only thing that helps us.
The Environment Minister has ordered the closure of 23 of the country's 41 mines for polluting water sources. And Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte says he won't stand in the way.
What they're doing is illegal. You know, they're killing our rivers, our streams, they're mining in watersheds. That's against the mining law. The mining law says in very specific terms, you should not endanger and sacrifice the well-being of present and future generations.
The government has promised financial assistance to those affected by the closures.
She's saying she can give jobs to those places that can be a potential tourist spot. Yes, I believe she can do that. But how about our town here? We cannot offer anything. Our islands here are too underdeveloped to become a tourist destination.
With their livelihoods now gone, residents wonder how they're going to survive. Christine Piravalakis, TRT World.
Earlier, I spoke to Agustin Arcenas. He's an associate professor at the University of the Philippines. He's worried about the economic impact of hundreds of thousands of people left unemployed because of mine closures.
Well, I think closing mines that are irresponsible and not complying with environmental standards and Philippine laws should be closed down. So if that's the case, then President Duterte is doing the right thing. But I do believe that there should be due process, and that before you shut any company down, any mining company down, that there should be proof that the company has indeed violated Philippine laws and regulations. It's going to be difficult to find jobs for more than 200,000 people employed in the mines, because you need to find them jobs that can match their skills. And we do have unemployment problems in the country. So if you're going to add another 200,000 or so into the number of unemployed, that's going to be quite a tall order in my view. It would be quite difficult to find jobs for more than 200,000 people that will be unemployed as a result of the closure of the mines. There are a lot of things that need to be done in the country in terms of generating employment. We need to find more investments, that's for sure. We need to generate more businesses that will employ more Filipinos. So right now it's getting to be a little bit more difficult because the president has hardline stance when it comes to foreign investment. So I think I'm always hopeful and optimistic, but right now I'm not sure what the government has in mind, specifically in terms of generating jobs. I can't see a correlation or a connection between the war on drugs and the closure of the mines, because I think the closure of the mines is seems to be the action of the DNR secretary, Secretary Lopez, and I don't think she's involved in the war on drugs. That is purely President Duterte's initiative.